What is up, guys? Logan here again with another video today, and I'm super excited to get into another Palantir video where we talk about the new cash secured put I just sold on it. We can talk about the covered call position. First off, I want to say thank you guys for all the support, especially on the sponsored videos as well. You guys are really awesome for doing that, and I cannot explain my gratitude. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, hit that little subscribe button, and comment below, as it helps the channel out greatly and it helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I was at the dentist today, and the whole time I was sitting there, I was just thinking about my Palantir cash secured put and how I wanted to make a video on it and just show you guys kind of my walkthrough with it. So let's get right into this. We're also gonna have Theta Profit on in a video really soon, so I'm really excited, and then hopefully we can have Halsey on again and do some calendar spread videos for you guys. And I'm just super excited because those guys are awesome, they're busy, and I try to respect their time as much as possible. So I'm really excited. Let's hop right into this video. So if we take a look at my Palantir position, we talked about it yesterday, so this is roughly 8% of my portfolio right now, and you can see my total return, we're down 185 on the shares. They've recovered a little bit since yesterday, and we can go down and look at my current position. Now, you guys know that I covered yesterday that now that I own the shares at 27, I'm comfortable selling the $30 call to collect this credit. And guess what? Today, we are up $22 or 45% all time, and today's return is $9. So we gotta take that into consideration, right? And I did not expect in one day to be almost at 50% of my credit returned to me. So I'm considering closing this position tomorrow, maybe grabbing a further out expiration, and then we can continue to see how Palantir is gonna move, or depending on how the credit goes. I just know that when I'm around 50% within a day, I just like to close positions sometimes so that we can look for new opportunities, potentially collect more premium from a different expiration. And if I can't do that, I'm okay with letting it ride for a bit. Now let's talk about the newest addition to my plays on Palantir, and this is gonna be the $24 put that I just sold that expires on the 12th, currently up 21%. Now I called this out in the Discord. You guys can find the link to the Discord in the description. So we are up $22 so far, or 21% on this position. I bought it yesterday. Now we opened this morning, as you guys can see, Palantir is 93. So I had already made money initially out of the gate, just over that overnight theta decay. And then Palantir was pushing really strong. We got up to 66 on that credit. I was up a lot right there, just another $16. So looking at this position now at 20% after a day, I'm definitely gonna hold this into tomorrow, but might make a decision on to take profits there, especially if we're in a position like I was a little bit ago, where I could have just taken profits right here at 66 this morning and still have gotten a fantastic return. So that's the other thing that I wanna touch on and make sure you guys know is I am totally okay with taking profits early on these positions. It doesn't bother me. I can always find a new location for it. I'm okay because I put up 2,400 in this play to make $104 in 2 weeks, which is such a fantastic return. I mean, if we do the math on that, let me hop over to the calculator really quickly. We'll do 104 because that's the credit received. We'll divide that by the collateral put up, and that is a 4.3% return in 2 weeks, just selling the put. And I'm not nervous about this at all. Palantir could dip below 24, and I could own some shares by expiration, but I like the credit here, which you guys can see right here. If we have the theta of 6, get another good night of theta decay, maybe we rip up another $1 tomorrow. I know tech's rebounding a little bit right now. Then we could close this position at 50%, possibly buy a different expiration or a new play. But either way, I'm super happy with this position right where it is right here. So yeah, that's kind of my plan right now with Palantir. Is I just like this because I have such a low amount of anxiety right now in the market. After last week's craziness, I was playing Tesla credit spreads, you know, and we had the ETF spreads get close on a day too, and just that big sell-off on Tuesday last week in the morning. This has just helped me regain like my composure as a trader and realize that weeks like that aren't normal, like where the VIX spikes 40% overnight. And it's helped me regain my composure and just have a level head and just want to take a more passive approach where this is going to help me make my money for the week. Like I have my credit spreads that are going right now to make 300 and some on the week, and I can collect the rest of my money on these positions. And like the call that I'm selling, this put that I sold has already awarded me that. So that credit that I'm receiving, that 104, and now so far we're up 21 on it, and now I don't feel like I have to shoot for the moon and go for 1,000, because that's what burned me last week. I usually have a set goal, and last week I tried to make 1,000 in a week, and I got greedy, and it caused me to give away some of my profits, and that's just not something that we like to see if we're trying to make consistent income off the market, which has always been my goal as a trader. So I'm gonna continue to watch Palantir, but like I said, I mean, I only have $1.09 of run room. This could fall overnight and I could become in the money, but I'm okay with that, because if you look at my overall Palantir position, see, you guys can see I'm using my collateral here as my shares, and then also I have some money for the cash secured put. So we can look here, and this is my position. We're currently downtrending from where they were, but it's really cool to see over the past week. I mean, they dipped pretty low. The lowest was down to 22.72. And if that's the case, I feel like I'm just getting a really good deal on shares if it falls below 24. And then if that's the case, then I would own 200 shares at the average cost of $25.50, and I could continue to sell calls above that, and maybe I could sell 2 contracts now without having to add additional capital, because I'll just use my 200 shares as collateral on 2 contracts. So I let some time pass so I could show you guys another updated position. So Palantir has fell about 20 cents since earlier in the video, as you guys can see here. So currently we're only up $13 instead of $21 to $22. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. I still think even if we were to drop below 24 by expiration and I was to get assigned shares, I'm totally cool with holding these shares at the $24 strike price. I like Palantir over the long term, and this is even a better deal than I got on the ones last week. I still get to collect my premium, and I don't think I'd pick up another one, because I think I'm comfortable at about 200 shares of Palantir for my personal portfolio. Now, maybe down the road, I'd be comfortable with 300 shares, but kind of how I am right now with everything, between my Tesla shares, my Apple shares, I own a lot of tech, and Palantir moves with the tech stocks a lot. So watching Palantir move today, as well as how the other tech stocks are moving, I like to be a little diversified outside of tech sometimes too. So that's the other thing that I take into consideration, is how comfortable am I with this position in my specific portfolio? If I am to get assigned 200 shares, am I going to continue to be excited to run this strategy? Now I want to give you guys a little brief update on my Apple position. So these are my long-term shares. I currently have 35.1 shares now of Apple, and super excited. My return went from 100 and some percent to 40 because I bought so many shares over this past week with that big dip that we've seen. I was buying shares right around here all the way down until 121 pretty much, and then we had that really nice gap up yesterday, and I'm curious to see how they continue to move, but I like Apple for the long term. So here's the other Palantir position. As we've had the day go on, we're still at 45% here, so I plan on holding this for now. May close it tomorrow. Still on the fence about it, so we will see, of course. And here's the thing, if Palantir is to start ripping towards 30 later this week or even into next week, I could always go to trade options. I could look at the March 12th. I could look at sell a call. I could close my 30 position whenever. Now the premium would be better if Palantir continues to rise. Since it's been falling, that's why you guys see that today the returns, see how it's negative 25%? Well, that actually means I'm making money on this position today because we're going further away from the call that I'm selling. So it's like I have a little like straddle on Palantir right now going, pretty much is how I like to look at it. But I just wanted to give you guys this update today on that call and the put, so you guys kind of see how my position's performing overall. Palantir seems to be finding a lot of support today, down in this range, down around 24.82. Down 211 on the shares currently, but it doesn't matter because I'm receiving premium right now, and I can hold these shares for a long time. I have the calls to sell above them, and then I can also sell some puts below them. And I'm already up 35 on the credit. I have $117 left to go on it, and I may be closing these positions. I hope this video helps you guys out so you can kind of look at potentially selling a call and selling a put on the same stock and kind of playing within that range and knowing that you can make money on both directions. So now you just kind of hope the stock consolidates, or if it moves up or down, it doesn't move too drastically. Of course, always do this on a stock that you don't mind holding, as I think that's one of the other important pieces of this. Completely passively pick up 152 bucks, you know, over the course of a week and a half, if I was to hold these, and this could happen even sooner. I could get more theta decay, I could close the call side early, I could close the put side early, and still collect really nice premium on it. As you guys can see, I'm up $25 today just on this. It's a great way to earn passive income. That's gonna be everything for me in this video. Make sure you guys please leave a like, please subscribe. Check the links down in the description below. You can check out my music, all of that, and I'm super excited for guests that we're gonna have on in the future. So that's gonna be everything for me. I hope this video provided value for selling cash secured puts. So that's gonna be everything for me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video, and that one will be with Theta Profit.